Boo! It's Rojotober time. This year we're going to be playing Curse. Just Curse, nothing else. Well, in fact, it's actually Curse, the Eye of Isis. It's an old game from 2003, a fairly expensive OG Xbox game, but a very inexpensive PC game. And we're playing on a real Windows XP machine. This game came out in 2003, so that is what is appropriate here. We'll talk about the computer later. This is kind of like a Resident Evil-ish sort of game. Kind of an interesting two-character mechanic, I think. But yeah, I haven't really played too much of it. Just a bit of the very beginning of the game here. So we'll see how it goes, I guess. Let's go ahead and start a new game. And yeah, I guess we'll do difficult here.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid the museum's closed to the public.
That's all right. I'm due to meet a colleague of mine. She promised me a preview tonight.
I'm afraid there'll be no previews this evening, sir, and possibly no opening tomorrow. All museum staff are currently helping us with our inquiries. Now, sir, please go home. My officers will deal with the situation.
Oh yeah, just, you know, ignore the advice of the police and walk right in. So yeah, this game takes place in the 1800s, as you saw there. We play as Darian here. He's got a little write-up in the manual, as do some of the other characters. But the gist is he's was sent to live in the States, basically, and he doesn't really care about Egypt stuff that much. That's more or less it. Alright, so we can run around, and as you can see, yeah, it kind of plays like a true 3D, like Resident Evil game here. Camera moves by itself. Kind of, I'm playing with a controller here, but, yeah, it's a little janky because it does that thing where, like, when it switches camera angles, it locks your forward position to what you're already holding. So if you want to reorient yourself, you gotta let go and push the controller again. It's just a way to solve that instant camera switch problem, but yeah, I mean, it's fine. It takes a little getting used to. Anyway, let's get started here. The new Egyptian collection is due to open tomorrow, the sign says. Yeah, there's a little bit of a prologue where Victoria, his colleague, wrote us a letter. I guess the two are like childhood friends, maybe? Something like that. Both their parents kind of worked in this Egypt stuff. Let's see. Yeah, we'll take the oil lamp here. And by the sound design, you can kind of get that Resident Evil Capcom sort of feel that they're going for here. Devil May Cry, etc. There's our inventory. No briefcase shenanigans in this one, though, which I guess is maybe a small mercy, depending on your point of view. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of the gist of the story. We've been invited by Victoria to come and check out the opening museum, and obviously, there may be a slight mummy's curse type of situation going on here. I guess we'll see. A heavy oak desk, deep scores and scratches surround the brass keyhole on one of the top drawers. Someone has tried to force it open. Perhaps we will find a key for that at a later time. Let's see what we got here. Atrium. To the atrium. Museum atrium lies beyond this door, but you cannot proceed without a key. Okay. And what about here? The beautiful landscape seems a million miles from this silent, foreboding place. And what if we just want to leave? No. This door leads back to the museum courtyard, but it has shut fast. You must find another way out. Alright, well, I guess that's that. One door here, which I know we can't go through. Staff only. I'm sure whoever's in there is totally fine. A security booth is beyond this door, but it has been hastily padlocked from the outside. That is very curious. Yes, indeed it is. Why would somebody want to do that? Alright, let's get cruising on here. So we gotta go this way, to the laboratories. What do we got down here? Also, we can, if we want to, we can get our lamp out and, like, I think that gives us maybe a little bit more light. Yeah, like a bit. But not a lot. Anyway. So here we've got the ladies' room. Ladies' public toilets. The door's locked from the other side. Spooky sounds coming from within. The gentlemen's toilets, of course. You see a constant trickle of discolored water, tainted by rust from ancient pipes. This stench exuding from the ancient plumbing system makes you feel quite ill. Yeah. Is this place, like, up to code health-wise? Were there codes in the late 1800s, I assume? Probably. Let's see, what do we got here? You found some menthol. Do you wish to take it? Now, I don't know, there's like some kind of dual character system going on here. I don't know if it's better to leave some stuff behind for the other person or what. But I'm just going to take stuff, I think. And nobody in there. Nobody in there. Nobody in there. All right. So we found menthol. Menthol has a soothing effect on us, but we can't use it. There's also, some kind of a combined system in this game. But I don't know exactly how that works. And then there's also, you can see in the upper left there, that's our health bar. Which I'm sure we'll get a better look at. For some reason, sometimes when we go through doors, there's like that little flash. I think it's just a graphics thing. Alright, let's see here. Staff only. I guess I'm staff. What do we got down here? We've got...
Mr. Darian Dane. I am Abdul Wahid, sir. I am honored to have worked with your father on his many expeditions in my country.
You know my father? I've never heard him talk of you. Not when he was capable of talking lucidly, anyway.
Please, Darian. He knew me well enough to entrust me with these papers. See, they are written in his own hand. You must take them and read them quickly, for his words will help you much faster than mine.
I shall read them as soon as possible, but I have other concerns at hand. I'm looking for a friend of mine, Miss Victoria Sutton.
Ah, yes, Miss Sutton. Indeed, I met with her briefly in the library earlier. However, I believe that Campbell, the curator, has since locked the atrium, and that is the only way through. Please, if there is anything I can help you with, I may take care of your possessions or give you some advice. You will find me here, waiting for you.
Alright, so yeah, this is, Wahid, I believe he said his name was. Got some old saves here from when I was messing around. But yeah, he's our, like, save game guy. Go ahead and make a save there. And, interesting little bug there, I guess. But yeah, he's not kidding. If we go try to access our inventory, we can access his inventory instead. And he's currently got smelling salts and menthol flannel, which I think is it's the menthol that we have. We could take it from him. He's got some he could potentially have documents. He doesn't have any right now. But yeah, we can give stuff to him to, like, trade with the other person, I guess. Or to just, like, store it for later. I don't know if there's, like, a limit on how much you can carry. But, yeah, it's interesting. Aside from that, it looks like there's stuff under the floorboards here, but I don't think there is. What else we got here? Nothing useful. Alright. So let's grab this stuff on the desk here that you're just pointing us to. Menthol, we'll take that. No idea what that's for. Smelling salts, however, I do know that's our healing item. For whatever reason. So the smelling salts. Extremely strong and will prevent drowsiness and apparently also death. So, you know, that's good. I think it restores like roughly half our HP. And then here we've got a letter. We'll grab that. Alright, so this was written 21 years ago. My math is right. It's 1890 now. Roughly 21 years ago. My dearest Darian, such time lost. Never in my most fevered nightmares did I imagine I would fail to see you once more before my end, which I sense is now near. My strength and resolve all but gone. What age would you be now? 8? No, 9. So Darian's about 30? What adventures we could have had. The things you will see in your lifetime I can scarcely envisage. But it is a journey you shall make without knowing the people who brought you into this world, which causes me more pain than anything else which has occurred in my later years. I would never speak ill of my dear sister Elizabeth, having cared for you since my incarceration in this hideous place. She has promised me that you have been informed of the full details of how I came to be here. Young as you are, you must understand that the pursuit of knowledge can carry the gravest price. I only wish she had relented in her refusal to let you visit me. I console myself with the thought that you shall not spend your life under the veil of a lie of what became of me. The hospital has refused to let me continue my research, They do not understand the urgency with which our work must be completed. They call themselves doctors. Barbarians. I cannot tell you what acts in the name of science they inflict upon us here, and they consider me mad. They destroyed all of my research, save for my journal, which I know is in safe hands with my companion Abdul. Right, Abdul is his first name. Whom I trust with my life, and was with us when the evil which has destroyed our family was released. He alone can guide you, Darian. He's forgiven me for the way I acted, knowing it was not my will that made me do what I did, and he will have faith in my son, too. I'm not sure exactly what he's talking about there. Maybe we'll find out later. Had I known then what I know now, dearest Darian, you must continue our work. Your mother, my beloved wife, knew what we were doing was right. I know you will find strength where I failed, and that you shall undo the errors we made. Darian, my son, the curse is upon our family. You alone can end the madness, and end it you must before it consumes you too. But do not underestimate his power. Be true to who you are. Your loving father, Stanley Dane. So there you go. Letter from Darian's father from quite a long time ago. Yeah, so I guess Darian, he got sent... I assume his father's British, but yeah, he gets sent to the States to live with his aunt, which is why he sounds like an American. And then, yeah, as far as his father, he's like a Egyptologist kind of guy, digging up pyramids and stuff. So, there you go. That's the backstory as I understand it from the manual anyway, from what I remember. Okay, so we've read that. We've picked up everything here, I think. Let's go ahead and we'll make another save, I guess. Normally I like to try to have saves like per episode, but it's going to be a little tricky in this game because we're going to go back to this guy every time we want to save the game here, so we'll see how that shakes out, I guess. Yeah, I think we're done in here, though. Nothing I can do with any of this, so... There's somebody over there. Hello? How dare you run from me? Never mind.
Poor devil.
The constable is dead. There is no sign of violence, only his face, frozen in terror. So one thing we can do is, like, search people if we step in the right spot here. Ah, we found a truncheon. Do you wish to take it? I do. You have taken the truncheon. The constable is dead. Okay, so nothing else, yeah, we can get from this guy. We definitely want to use the truncheon now. It's kind of awkward because the menu buttons are like fixed as far as the controller is concerned. I'm using like a Logitech F310, which is, they started making them around 2010, so it's sort of accurate as far as like what you might have used with this particular computer, but maybe not this game. It's a spooky guy. Away with thee. So, yeah, if we get grabbed... Get up, I dare ya. well, the constable is alive again. Yeah, if we get grabbed, we kind of got to wiggle and mash to get out of it, so you're probably going to hear some controller sounds over the course of the playthrough. I apologize in advance. But a padlock key. I wonder where we could use such a thing. Certainly we'll take that. I'm sure the constable will wait for us. Fire escape is locked. There's no way back to street level from here. Must return the way that we came. Also, yeah, we're outside. I'm noticing what with the rain. Alright, let's handle this. Now, there is a way to, like, target specific body parts, but I don't think it's possible with this weapon. It is possible with a gun, which we'll get eventually, among, I assume, other weapons. So yeah, that cloud thing, I think, actually hurts us as well if we get stuck in it. Yeah, he's not going to have anything on him anymore. Probably better go check on a duel. Just, you know, just in case. Because that cloud seems like bad news. Hello? He's fine. He's not seen a cloud. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way. He's mentioned about advice, but I don't see any way to, like, talk to him. Unless, like... I don't know. I can't hurt him. But, yeah, I didn't see any option to do anything. I don't know if there's a different button to push. I don't think so, though. Anyway, I think we gotta go back and we gotta use this padlock key that we picked up here. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Just around like so. Back to the laboratories. Let's see what we got here. This audio sounds like somebody's phone's buzzing. It's very strange. What the hell was that? Well, that's still locked. Excuse me? Oh, my God. I guess that's what that was. Is this other guy gonna get up too? Don't make me do it. You know I'm gonna. Oh, he's getting up. And he's dead. Okay. I'm gonna say Darian's taking the whole, you know, zombie curse thing pretty well. What do these guys got? Nothing on you. Smelling salts. Definitely want those. We also do want to go back to here, I believe. Okay, there's spookiness afoot in here. Somewhere, somehow. Still the discolored water. But we got a guy. You found some bullets. Do you wish to take them? We absolutely do. Up. Well, you probably don't want steamy toilets. I would have thought maybe that would hurt us, but I guess not. Just being... just general spookiness, I guess. Alright. So we got bullets, but no gun. And also... oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, whatever. Too late now. Let's try to look at our bullets. 38 caliber. The manufacturer's name seems to have been filed off each one. That's awfully suspicious. And also, I think if we go look at this guy one more time, we can get a little more info. So I only looked at him once. So we're down 1 smelling salt, a little earlier than I would like. This ruffian was no employee of the museum. He looks like some kind of hired thug. Okay, yeah, there you go. So we've got the police, we've got the museum staff, I guess. We've got strange ruffians. And ourselves and Abdul and presumably Victoria somewhere. And whoever the person was that tried to take the idol in the first place in the intro. Nobody home? I'm pretty sure this key isn't going to work here. Yeah. It's for a padlock, and we know of such a padlock. So you just walk up to it, and I think just do this? Yeah. I'm sure he's fine.
You're after the statue, aren't you? You can't have it. Not on my ship.
I can't hit him. Oh, there we go. I think we got the better of him there. Stay down. I don't know. Did we get away without any damage there? We did. Not bad. Alright, the atrium key. Do we wish to take it? I do. Some menthol, yeah. Sign me up. And here, a document. We'll take the document. Okay, to all night staff, concerning the new exhibition to be unveiled this Thursday, we have received word that the Egyptian embassy wishes to have its own representative, Mr. Abdul Wahid, to personally approve our arrangements for the protection of all exhibits, particularly the Eye of Isis. All night staff are therefore instructed to assist reviews wherever possible and to show the utmost alertness. This exhibit is one of the most anticipated in the museum's history, and we do not wish our guests to have the slightest concern as to its safety while it's under our care. Okay, that reminds me, yeah, one thing in the prologue is like, this exhibit was supposed to open earlier, but there was some kind of something about a curse or whatever, and it got delayed, I think, because of safety reasons or something like that, superstition. Yeah, perhaps not entirely unfounded, apparently. Anyway, however, do take care to ask for identification before offering service. In the event of requiring access to prohibited areas, please ensure Victor Campbell, the head of night security, is present. No, he says he's head of night security, but the other guy said that he was the curator. I thought. I guess you can be both? Well, anyway, as always, he will be the only person on duty with a full set of exhibition keys. He is not to be disturbed unless absolutely necessary. As last-minute preparations are still underway, be aware that museum staff will be operating within allowed areas up until the night prior to unveiling. If you are unsure at any time, please contact Miss Victoria Sutton, who has a full knowledge of all approved exhibition staff at work during the evening sessions. Finally, I wish to remind you that that staff rooms are the only approved places in which breaks may be taken. Anyone else caught leaving mugs on the glass cases in the exhibition rooms will be dismissed without hesitation, as will those caught napping beneath the fire escapes or in the public toilets. I must insist on your vigilance at this time. That is all, Nation Wolf, Museum Director. I don't know. Night shift memorandum. I don't think we mostly needed to read that, but it is what it is. Oh wait, this guy? Oh no, yeah, we already searched him. Nothing else here. Yeah, you get kind of like a little bit of a head tilt when there's stuff of interest, I think. It's your kind of your clue or whatever. something might be interesting. Alright, well. I wish Abdul were here so I could save the game again. But he's not, so I guess we'll have to press on. The atrium lies ahead. Alright, before we wrap things up here, I did mention that we would talk a little bit about the computer that we're using, so let's go ahead and do that. We've got kind of a late era Windows XP machine. Basically, like all the parts are from like 2008-ish. Yeah, I say late era because a lot of people never switched to Vista, and so we're probably using XP even up to like when Windows 7 was released, which I think is 2009 or 10 maybe. But anyway, yeah, so we've got Windows XP Pro 32-bit with Service Pack 3 installed. For graphics card, we've got an 8800 GTS, which is a late model of the 8000 series card that uses like some kind of a different core. It's a little bit more powerful, more advanced than most of the other 8000 series cards from NVIDIA. We've got a Core 2 Duo, which is also, I think, like an 8000 series part from Intel, in this case. And that's running at 3 gigahertz. What else do we have? 4 megs of RAM, which doesn't really make any difference, especially for an early game like this, because it came out in like 2003. Aside from that, we've got a Sound Blaster Pro, or not Sound Blaster Pro, Sound Blaster Xfi, which I guess gives us a little bit cleaner audio than the onboard, but otherwise isn't really doing much for us in this case, because I don't think this game uses EAX. But, you know, it'll be there for a future game at some point. What else? The hard drive, just a basic SATA hard drive, or SATA 2 technically. I don't think that makes any difference performance-wise, because I don't know that there are any drives of that era that could even saturate SATA 1, as far as, like, the bandwidth goes, but who knows? Either way, that's what we're rolling with. And, yeah, I think that's just about it for the computer hardware itself. I did mention I'm using a controller, which is the Logitech F310, I believe. I bought it new recently, but I think they started making them back in like 2010-ish. It's all right. Like for I don't know, I think I paid like $20 for it. So, you know, for that price, to get a working USB controller that works basically without issue under Windows XP, of all things, you know, that's pretty good. But I did have to go download the profiler software from archive.org because Logitech doesn't have it on their site anymore, as far as I can tell. And the controller itself, yeah, I mean, it's fine for what I paid, I guess, but I don't like it that much. It doesn't fit in my hand quite right. Where like my hand wants to sit just doesn't mesh well with where the thumbsticks are. But your mileage may vary. I don't know. It's fine for this game, though. I'm not going to complain too much about it. It seems to be working okay. Aside from that, yeah, we are using a box copy of Curse, which, yeah, we're just using like the disc, the game right off the disc. I don't know if there are any patches. I didn't really look that hard to find any. So it's possible that there are some out there. I don't know, but we're running it in 1024 by 768, which is the highest resolution it supports sort of out of the box. I did try editing a config file to go higher, but unfortunately, just with this computer, you know, like Windows XP and this graphics card and driver and everything, it just didn't really work, unfortunately. So this is what we're stuck with. Even though this graphics card, I'm sure it could run it at like 1440 by 1080 for a higher 4:3 aspect ratio resolution. Yeah, speaking of aspect ratio, you can run this game in widescreen, but it just stretches everything, so I obviously am not going to do that. So, yep, I think that's just about everything for the computer. So yeah, I'll see you next time.